Hello, my name is Isaiah Johnson. I am a sophomore here at Bethune-Cookman, and I'm here to inform you the importance and some fun facts on the Olympic Games. The Olympic Games is a time of the year when athletes around the world come together and compete head to head in events to see who is overall the best in that event or game. It may strand from teams or individual. Usually at the end, they crown a champion, whether it's one person or everyone as a whole, and that's what happens at the end. The Olympics actually originated in 776 BC, and the very first event was the 192-meter race. That race is actually 600 meters. No, it's actually 600 feet, which was the length of the stadium, and it was actually ironically called the Stadion. This occurred in the Greek city-state of Elis. The very first Olympics was devoted to Zeus, and it consisted of no killing, no team sports, and it was actually banned by 393 AD. Some common games in the Olympics right now and back then were weightlifting, track and field. You also have basketball. What now is baseball. You have tennis and archery. Those are just some to list a few. There's actually multiple kinds of the Olympics. There is the Olympics that occur in the winter, and there's the Olympics that occur in the summer. There's also the Paralympics, and there's also the Youth Olympics. The difference from the Winter and Summer Olympics, for example, in 2014, 2018, and 2022, the Winter Olympics occurred in those years. Still 4 years spread apart, but it was different from the Summer Olympics because the Summer Olympics occurred in 2016, 2020, and what is now going to be 2024. So still 4 years apart, but 2 years apart from the winter and summer. And the Paralympics kind of go hand in hand with the two. Same thing with the Youth Olympics. The Olympic flag has 5 rings on it. The colors of the rings are blue, black, green, yellow, and red, and they all mean Olympicism, which is the unity of all the countries coming together. Some recent news in the Olympics: baseball was a new sport that was added, and also competitive cheerleading. Some also recent news: many athletes are retiring due to old age, and new athletes are actually stepping up. The United States is the #1 country with the most Olympic medals, with a total of 2,633. In second place is the United Kingdom with 948, and in third place it is Germany with 892. Coming up in 2 years or so, the Summer Olympics will occur in Paris, France. Me being a track and field athlete, that is a goal of mine to eventually reach that level to where I can compete in that Olympics. It has always been a dream of mine, and fingers crossed that I will be able to make it. Some more fun facts about the Olympics. You might know a lot of notable names. For example, Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt is a 100-meter athlete and also a 200-meter athlete. Some of his most notable PRs, which is personal records, is his 100, which is the current world record and Olympic record, which is 9:5. It is a very, very fast time. He's also went sub 20 in the 200. Some also notable athletes: you may have people from the United States basketball team that compete. You have the Dream Team that was back in the late to mid 90s, the American team now. Um, Athletes like Simone Blake in gymnastics, and Venus Serena Williams. There was also some very good, notable United States athletes. I don't know too much about the German athletes or overseas. Um, another fact about the Olympics, there's always been people who are mixed that really don't know who to go for when it comes to the Olympics. So you are actually able to choose who you want to represent. For example, let's say for instance I'm currently American, and let's say another part of my nationality was Jamaican. Since I have both inside my blood, I would be able to choose who I want to represent come the Olympics. Now, it's not like I have to stick with them for life. I can always switch over or go to this one or go to that one. It's just a matter of doing it ahead of time and, having everything set. So to conclude my speech, the Olympic Games is a very fun time where people can come around as a family and watch their country represent them in the respectful sports that they compete in. It may be skee ball, basketball, track and field, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, anything. I think it is a very fun event and very fun thing to watch and to compete in, and I look to watching more of it in the future. Thank you.